What's up, y'all? This is something we've been wanting to do for a while. This is Speaker
Spread
Brains.
your wings and learn to fly.
This is Speaker Brains news, where we want to talk about more current music news.
Let it do.
And so there's a couple of things we're going to talk about now that they're a couple weeks old, but you know, this is a starter thing.
Yeah.
First thing we want to talk about is we are all big Ghost fans, massive Ghost fans, and the Ghost lore is something that I love to follow, the character lore between the Papas. And now we have a brand new Papa for the new phase of Ghost. Originally you had Papa Emeritus, and then Papa Emeritus 2, and then Papa Emeritus 3 for Meloria, and then when prequel came out, we had Cardinal Copia because all of Papa Nil's sons were killed. And then the two new songs they released last summer, Kiss the Go-Goat and Mariana Cross, are technically from the 60s version of Ghost that was fronted by Papa Nil. And I love the shit out of those two songs. Well, Tobias Forge mentioned in an interview about a year or so ago that it's possible that Cardinal Copia could be promoted to the next Papa, which I was like, that would be a cool idea to carry over the character over 2 album cycles as opposed to kill one off and start fresh. And that's ultimately what they did during a concert just a couple weeks ago. Papa Nil falls over and he's possibly dead. And all these people come swarming over him. And clothes are just flying off. Clothes are just flying off. You don't see him, and then boom, he emerges. Papa makeup, the Pope robe, everything. And it's like, oh shit, Cardinal Copia is now Papa Emeritus 4. And the new album is apparently coming out early next year. What do you guys think about that? Like, do y'all think it's... Do you think it's cool?
I thought it was supposed to be more like Melior. Because if it's Cardinal Copia, it's going to be more like what we just got. I kind of like Melior a little bit more.
It was sequel.
Wait, I mean, it's not
Prequel's okay, but I love Melior so much more.
It's sequel. We're going to get the same thing, but it might be better.
I mean, technically it's just going to be Ghost.
Love sequel. I love
So I'm
prequel.
hoping it's going to be more like Melior,
Yeah.
Square Hammer.
Great album. Great album.
That's when it was the best. That was the best one. I loved it.
I like it when Ghost does more metal-y style stuff. I mean, to me,
You're a terrible Ghost fan.
The Ghost I like is their heavier stuff.
You're a terrible Ghost fan.
I mean, that's just how it is. When people are like, Ghost is metal, I'm like, really? I mean, you listen to songs like Cerise.
Melior is one of the metal words.
Square Hammer, and then Faith from their last album was
Hope
fucking...
Star.
I love those like heavier riffs that, what's the...
Tobias Forge?
Tobias Forge does. Like, I like his heavier riffs. And when he does, I mean, it's cool that he does like the chorusy style stuff, and He Is was hilarious.
Love He Is. God
it's such
damn
a fucking.
it.
But it to me though, it's comedic. It's
That's the point.
Exactly.
That is
right.
the point.
God damn it! And no one understands the joke.
Please.
No one gets that it's a goddamn joke.
I like how he does his style of things, but to me, I really would love just a heavy Ghost album. Like just
I get it.
Then listen to the first one.
And I listened to that, and I was like, great. I want a new heavy album. I want Ghost to be like, yeah, we are a metal band, instead of saying.
They're not a metal band.
Right.
They're not. They play metal stuff, but they're not a metal band.
They're not, but they're in the metal genre.
The thing is supposed to be funny.
But
I understand.
I get the
That's
theme.
the fun stuff about Ghost is
God damn it,
you gotta follow the lore.
They can
I get it. I've heard.
That's what I
album.
love about Ghost. They just fucking do it.
I heard Ghost BC prior to them just becoming Ghost, and I heard the secondary Ghost.
It was Ghost BC.
And I liked the new. I loved the album with Cerise in it, and like I said, a lot of those songs they did it. I mean, they were heavy, and I enjoyed the riffs that he comes up with. and I like the theme. Like, I love the whole satanic, like,
It's
godly
all about
theme.
satanic shit.
It's like he's
And
singing love
it's
songs for the
enjoyable to
devil.
listen to, but to me, it's like, unlike yourself, where like Ghost is phenomenal. To me, it's like I think Tobias is a fucking genius
Yeah.
when it comes to writing. But as a full album, I would love a full satanic metal album, like with some fucking phenomenal, like these heavy metal riffs going on every song. Maybe one or two that are kind of breakaway. But for me, I mean, it's different because I'm a metalhead. I love hearing heaviness.
He wants a Slipknot
No,
Ghost.
no, it ended up being a Dimmu Borgir.
Ghost
Yeah.
Knot.
Right, but I mean, like, I like
actual
Tobias.
satanic
I like
metal band.
Tobias's voice and how he sings, and I think that when he did Cerise and Squarehammer, I just want more of that. I love those are my two favorite. I mean, I love
Melior Popestar.
Squarehammer wasn't a
EP.
it was an EP song,
Yeah.
but when it comes to
Popestar.
riffs and it comes to the sound, I want more Faith. I want
Should have
more
been on
of that.
Melior.
To me, I mean, as a metalhead, I want.
But
Ghost-
as a Ghost fan,
as a Ghost
Yeah.
fan,
I want more
Yeah.
Melior is what I want.
which I mean, I agree. I
I
love
really
Metal
Melior.
War was a fucking phenomenal
I
album.
want to know where they
and
go now.
Yeah,
the
that's my
newest
thing.
album,
I
like,
want to
didn't
know.
do it for me as much as
Really,
like
prequel is amazing.
it is
Yeah,
amazing.
it is.
Like
Yeah.
I love Faith. I like
God, that
Rats
saxophone
and
thing.
The saxophone.
God.
Oh my
I
God.
like Dance Macabre and I mean,
No, I
dug
don't
them.
like the songs that are popular.
Well,
Dance
I
Macabre,
don't.
Rats are
Ghost.
great.
Yeah, he is a
He is.
He
is
knows how to
my
write
God.
catchy music.
He
I just hate
is.
the fact that
Is
he did
great.
Rats on an awesome breakdown. and
Rats.
It's not even
I'm
a breakdown
sorry.
because it's just the end of the song.
It was the heaviest
The
part of
first
the whole
time I
album.
heard
was
Rats,
that shit was
The
badass.
I was
first time
like-
I heard
I
Rats
was
was like,
hoping-
that's AFI.
So I was hoping
Girls Not Great.
At the end of Rats, I was hoping he would lead into this heavier fucking thing.
It seems like you don't do an
broke off.
amazing metal breakdown.
And I
it's
believe
just-
that
it's-
The metal thing to do was a saxophone coming in.
They are.
I'm sorry.
They are.
When the
a-
saxophone
what do
came
you
in,
call
I was
it?
like,
They're
this
not
album
comedic,
has sex
they're
appeal.
A satirical.
You know?
Yes.
When
Here's-
you hear
here's
that
the
part,
thing.
it's like,
Yeah,
This
wait,
this
I'm
album
not done
is
yet. They're a
sex.
satirical rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
What I
It's
want
like a
as
Tenacious
a
D.
personal me, not what you fucking care. I don't give a fuck what
It's
you
a-
guys want. What
They're
I
like
want
the
is a
satanic
heavy
version.
What you want
fucking
is
Ghost album.
Another fucking heavy metal album.
I want Ghost to go, look, we're gonna do heavy metal. We're not gonna do a rock satirical fucking album where we've done every fucking album. We're gonna do a heavy
That is not Ghost.
It's
Exactly.
not Ghost, which is why it would be fucking awesome if they said,
It's
fuck
not
it, we're gonna
awesome
do one
if they do
album.
it because they're doing what you want to do.
What
They're
I
doing
wanna
what
do, but
they
now-
want to do.
Exactly, but what if they
This
wanna
is
do
exactly
me?
why I wanted to do
What
this.
if they wanted
God.
to do? What if they wanted
is
to
wrong.
do a heavy metal
Ghost.
album?
It would be amazing.
It would
Yes,
be.
but-
it would be, and it would be different. It would be out of the box, and it
11
wouldn't be,
songs of the same shit.
It wouldn't be the same shit. It would just be in this amazing heavy riff album. That
That's the
I
same
think
shit.
I would like
Here's-
as a personal
How
person
heavy
who
can you
loves
make a
Ghost.
riff?
I would love that album more
Let
than
me say
Meteoro,
something for a minute.
or
Give me the
whatever
mic,
fuck it
David.
was.
Give me the mic for a second. My thing with
I just masturbated it off. Here you go.
my thing is, all right. I love the fact that Ghost doesn't get too heavy because
Actually, still won heavy metal award.
right
They
No.
did.
because if they the lore of Ghost is about getting followers for the satanic rites or whatever. So, what better way to use Satan's deception to get followers than to have, number one, probably arguably the most popular rock band on the planet doing very poppy, very good rock music with a pop
The most
sensibility.
catchy.
So catchy, accessible
catchy
to
rock
get
songs
all
you
of
get
those
now.
followers.
Yeah.
what they are doing, they're doing exactly what they are meant to
The
do.
Disney
They're doing what rock music did back then.
Right, and I understand
Disney
what
is
they're
saying
going
yeah,
to do.
When you
They
get
are-
I
to
just
the
tell you
Lord
what
and
I would
listen
love
to
to
it,
hear. Like me
it has more
personally,
meaning than just being a
I
simple fucking
What-
pop
what
song.
got me
Tobias
into
writes music, and I think that if he wrote an entire metal album, though, you know, some of his songs would be like He Is and all that, but I think if he had more heavier riffs in his songs, to me, I would like it more. That's just me. And there are a lot of people like me who would rather hear a
Yeah, and that's
heavier
what I
side
don't
of Ghost.
understand.
And
Like
I
everyone
get it.
wants Ghost to be hard. And
No,
it's
no, I
like,
don't want just
no.
Ghost to be hard. I just don't want them to be all 60s and 70s music.
Nothing's wrong with that.
To you! As
Oh,
a
because
different,
you
we're
don't get
different
it.
fan types, though.
It's just good ass melodic
I love
rock.
Faith. I
Although-
It
love,
doesn't need to be
What's his name
heavy.
did a fucking
but
Ghost
it doesn't
version
need
of
to be heavy.
fucking,
But I like their
Chop
heavy.
Suey.
I mean, I
think
love their
his-
heavy too.
I think his
But the
writing.
whole thing
That's how he
doesn't
did it.
need to be
Style is
heavy.
amazing.
Maybe I think what was it called?
Meliora?
I think that one was a
That-
good album. I think it.
That was a good balance between
It was
the
a good
heavy
balance.
and the
Yeah.
melodic.
I think it.
But they
to
never
me, I
really
would love to
screamed.
heard more because
Yeah.
I like the heavier
They
sound.
should never do screaming.
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying screaming. I like Tobias' sound.
He wants heavier guitars.
Singing wise,
and that shit.
I like the riffs though of their heavy. When they create, Tobias is the main writer. We already know this. He writes it. The
He's the
band
band,
plays
pretty
it.
much.
That's
Yeah,
how it works.
might as well
The
be.
goal- Goals are
I
named as
personally
Rich Whoever
would
it is.
like a heavier sounding album, not vocally, but musically. I think a full metal album would be sick by Ghost. I think I love. Like
Yeah,
I, said,
I mean,
I
I
love
can't-
Faith.
I mean, I
love
agree.
the riffs that he
Yeah,
played in
yeah.
Cerise.
But-
I love the old school heavy metal '80s guitar style. I mean, just a more distortion is basically what I'm saying.
He wants
Make
the metal
it epic,
breakdown
though.
for Rats.
If
to
you're
be
gonna
that
make
stuff.
I mean, I like
entire-
that, but I like that a more distorted Ghost. I think would be fun and
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
and would still make sense
Probably
towards
would get
the
one anyway.
lore.
He's gonna do it.
I mean,
If they
that's-
do that,
the
though,
thing is,
they gotta
yeah,
make this
exactly.
album fucking
He's eventually do a
epic.
heavy.
Right.
Explosions everywhere.
Prequel
Just
on that, I will
brrrr.
say, even
The
though I
most metal shit to ever happen.
They could do it. Tobias
And
is
make it
fucking a
epic.
genius.
Don't worry. Odds are he's probably is because each album has a different kind of style to it.
Right, and
So,
I mean,
Meliora
as
was the
Travis
closest to being
digs,
heavy
as
metal.
Travis loves
We're gonna get
his 60s and 70s
Give him a
styles.
break.
and
I do
softer.
too.
Prequel easily, definitely is a very ballad heavy album.
It's one
Right.
of my favorites,
But I
though.
love the
My
fucking
God, it's
that.
one of my favorites.
So even if the next album went a little heavier, I would love that too.
I wouldn't
I think
mind
it would be worth
anything they do, though. Cause
As long,
Yeah, I mean, I'll listen to
you
anything
know,
Ghost
as
comes out
long
with.
as it
Yeah.
just sounds like Ghost doing heavier things.
Right.
That's
and that's what
totally
I'm
cool.
thinking. Like, I want more of the heaviness. I think, like I said,
Yeah.
I think
to
with
me,
Prequel,
my favorite
he just
songs,
needed to get those ballads
Yeah.
out of his
But it's
system.
I think
also
my-
it wasn't a
I just
pop-up.
want more
It was
Ghost.
Cardinal.
Exactly.
To
He,
me,
he
He
gave
came
me
out
the
on a
yeah.
fucking boombox.
yes.
He
He
was a
came
completely
riding
different
on a
character.
tricycle.
Yeah,
And
the
that's-
Cardinal
that's
was
the thing.
running into walls.
to me, my favorite songs were their heavier riffs, like Cerise. Like, I love just our breakdowns and the fucking guitar, little
Yeah.
tiny solo parts.
He knows.
Not the full solos, but those little tiny, like those little riffs in there. When he does the whole 60s, 70s thing, to me, it doesn't, I don't get it. Because I don't listen to that type of music.
Well, the
I
thing
don't
is, the
enjoy
reason is the
it.
big 70s vibe and the 60s vibe is because since there's a satanic rock band, a lot of satanic rock bands, especially right now, go for the retro 70s rock because that's when satanic occultism was massive.
Right.
And
I get it.
fits. If
Doom
you
sound.
And what was the
Exactly.
first band that
There's
everyone...
a band right now called Lucifer that does 70s retro rock. Satanic band. Awesome band though. Check them out. Chick singer. There's another one. Blood Ceremony. Satanic band.
Black Sabbath.
Hits the 70s. Exactly. They harken
That
back.
doom metal.
That's the one they're trying to...
Right, but I'm
Classic
not looking
doom
for
metal.
doom metal.
And-
I want something with like these
And
catchy riffs.
the
though,
reason, and another thing with Ghost is the reason I got into him so much was the fact that when I saw him by picture first, and I was like, ugh, it's gonna be another screaming fucking black metal band,
And it
then
wasn't. It sounded
I
like
turned
some
it on,
70s
and I was
fucking
like,
hipster music.
whoa.
Like, if you hear the old
That's why I
albums,
want to do
it's
these
very
two
What?
things.
orchestral
Yeah, I've
kind
heard
of
all
music.
those
Those
What?
reactions. I want those big reactions like that.
And
And
give a
I-
fucking
I
Melior
enjoy
for
that, and I get that.
$1.99.
Right, you gotta love
And
that.
I
I
the
should have
thing is,
bought every one they
I've
had.
caught what they've gone through. I loved the prequel, and I loved the other albums, but it's just what I want. I like their heavier stuff.
I
think
just want to see what they
Tobias
do
has some
next.
fantastic riffs, and I think that he's wasting his time with.
There's always these
Now I
songs
think
in every album.
as a musician point of view, not as the lore. All right, the lore is one thing. You're writing towards the lore of something. I get what he's going for. But as a musician standpoint, I'm always, and as a guitarist, I'm always listening for a certain riff. Like a specific riff that goes, that's a cool thing what he just did there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what those few songs that I caught, that are heavier stuff that I caught on Distortion was like, that's a cool thing. Even his lighter stuff that when he was just kind of twiddling around, I was like, those are cool riffs. When he does this whole chorus, these things, I was like, okay, I get it. This is part of the lore. But those songs specifically didn't do it for me. And I know, even reading through the comments, people were like, yeah, this isn't a rock band. This isn't a metal band. They suck. But they're not listening. Musically, guitar-wise, I want just more riffs. I want
figured he was
more
just trolling people
really cool
purposely.
little things that are controlled. Do what?
I figured he was just trolling people purposely.
Yeah,
Kinda like how
I mean,
Jethro
I get
Tull
it.
won the fucking metal award
I
for
get the whole
a
lore
guy
thing.
playing a fucking flute.
I'm just really hoping that in the next album there are a little bit more of that electric distortion. I guess rather than the whole like we're going back to the old
You
times
like to hear more distorted
Oh yeah, I mean, look
guitars.
who you're talking to. Come on.
I get it.
I'm metal when it comes to music. Most of the time, people are like, "What do you listen to?" I listen to metal.
You gotta broaden your horizons.
My
bro.
horizons are broad, and it all depends on the riffs he writes. And like I said, he's a brilliant writer, and I know that.
Yeah.
Like I said, he writes all his songs. I watched interviews on
Not
him,
every
and he's
John
like, "Yeah,
Wayne
when I
score
did
is a
this
hit."
thing, it originally, when he's like, he's on an acoustic. He's like, when I did this riff, originally it's supposed to be like this, but I did it like this. I was like, man, that's fucking brilliant, and that's what I want. I don't want him to have a whole chorus of just singing about, Satan is the bomb. I want this epic fucking
I don't want every
guitar.
chorus to sound like Satan is the bomb. That's what.
I
From a
want
band that's about
this
promoting
fucking
Satan.
right.
Then you don't need to be listening to
I
this
want-
band.
I mean, I
I'm
don't want
sorry.
Ninja Turtles to be turtles.
I want. I'm
I
talking
don't want
about
Ghost
the
to
guitar.
sing about the devil. What do you want them to sing
You're
about?
not getting it. You get what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Technically, we did.
Not
Rats,
you.
he was singing about
Travis.
the Four Horsemen.
All right.
But still, macabre vibe.
Jeez.
The whole, like I said, the guitar part of it, I would love it more distorted. A good like just the notes are better. Like not so 70s and 60s. And
I
more
get you,
today's
man.
days.
I get you.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't mind
yeah.
a little bit of more heaviness, but I
Just a
am
little bit.
all in with Ghost right now. That to me,
But you like that
anything
gimmick,
they
though.
do, yeah.
I love the
I'm
gimmick.
a massive gimmick
I mean,
fan.
I've always been like. That's why we like
And
Tenacious D.
I like gimmicks too.
Do you
but,
like Tenacious D?
I love it.
Exactly.
But there's a point like there's still the sound that
Do
goes
you
through
like-
the ears.
do
I
you
don't
like,
like 70s and 60s music.
Who is it? Goddamn.
More
Spinal Tap.
80s metal.
Do you like
kinda.
Spinal
I
Tap?
don't.
You don't like Spinal.
I don't like.
You don't like.
Spinal
Did you ever
How do
see
you
them?
not? How do you not?
You
like
love
Spinal
music,
Tap. Like
right?
this. I don't like Spinal Tap.
Lose the crowd, David.
Did you ever watch the
crowd.
movie?
Yeah, I just
Anyway,
You didn't like it?
No.
Oh man.
Anyway.
I get my opinion. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I want a heavier Ghost. I might not get it. I might get. The
I wouldn't
70s,
mind
60s.
a heavier Ghost, but like I said,
I think a
I'm
heavier
all
Ghost
in.
would be cool.
I'm
Just
all
one
in.
album.
No
Any
matter what
Ghost.
they do,
Just
I'm
one
all for it.
album. Yeah, I mean, I'll listen to it and I'll probably love whatever the fuck they come out with. But
I get
what
it.
I would personally enjoy more would be a heavy fucking metal
I wish
album.
I could enjoy
by
the new Green
Ghost.
Day.
Nobody
See,
will enjoy Green Day.
Exactly.
Nobody's
See,
enjoying
I wish I could
Nobody's
have
enjoying
things,
Green Day
but
since the
it's
Yellow
not gonna
Album.
happen.
They're like, wait a minute, they have
Ghost
more
is
colors.
not going to come out with an album that
Ghost ain't
is
been around long
specifically
enough to
made for
suck.
you.
You never
It's
know.
not going to
I
happen.
tell you what, if that shit's fucking heavy, I'm gonna be like, hey Zach, just reach in the face with it. I'm like, guess what? It's fucking heavy. Fuck you.
2 years from now, it sounds heavier than Slipknot.
I'm like, no, it would never sound
Cannibal
heavier. It
Corpse.
would never sound
No
heavier than
H.
Slipknot.
No
But
H flex.
guitar, if I tell you what, if every fucking song but 3 songs on that album are heavy, I'm gonna throw that shit at you. I'm just gonna hit you in the face with it. I'm gonna like, I told you, motherfucker.
Word?
And you're gonna be like, I'm married.
Damn.
Anyway, let's move
Unless I
on.
can do that.
I'm gonna come in. I'm like, hey Melissa, I need you to let me do this. And she's gonna be like, who are you? I'm gonna like, don't worry about it. I just need you to let me slap Zach in the face with the fucking album and let me tell him I told you so. Just once.
Because this album
and
is
I don't
heavy.
need you to
Damn,
get mad
3
at
in
me.
the
She'll
morning.
go,
I
okay.
need food.
And I'm like, hey Zach, what? Smack you in the face with it. And you're gonna go, you told me this was gonna happen. And I'm just gonna agree with you. I'm like, yeah, I did tell you. And I was right. But I could be wrong, who knows?
As long as I remember.
You'll remember. Because the
I don't
minute you
remember,
hit
I'll
your
be like,
face,
The
you're gonna
fuck
be like,
was that about?
right? And I'm
Okay.
like, I'm just gonna go. Ghost.
Well,
Ghost.
let's move on.
Alright.
Please.
The next story we want to talk about. I'm going to talk about this one in passing, mostly because everybody isn't familiar with all this. But right now, Damon Albarn and Gorillaz and Company are doing a new project called Song Machine, I believe.
I
Song
thought
Machine.
that was the new Gorillaz.
And well, they're releasing a new song like every couple weeks, every couple months. Right now, they got 2 songs. There's "Momentary Bliss" and "Désolé" featuring Fatoumata. I cannot read that, but it's a collaboration. But they are very
Don't they always collaborate?
yeah, exactly. But
It's nothing new.
they remind me of the playfulness of the first Gorillaz album.
Okay.
With a little bit more of the sophistication of Demon Days. And the song Momentary Bliss, fucking loved it. The first time I've heard them do anything with guitars in ages. Hell, probably since Demon Days.
I love Gorillaz, but I think Demon Days is the best.
Yeah, the first 2 are
Yeah,
my
they haven't
jam.
made a good album since then to me.
First 2 albums are
I
my
mean,
jams.
they do make albums, but I think
They do make
No,
albums.
the Now Now
Everyone
is-
makes albums.
They make
Tell me-
albums.
Look, there's albums
I
behind
don't
you.
have an opinion on those because I haven't heard.
Yeah, you
all-
haven't heard these new
you
songs
know, all
yet.
the way through. But I'm saying like
What I'm saying right now is
original to Demon Days.
Oh.
Love it.
every time they release a new song, I would like for us to review it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
when they pop out a new song, do a quick video talking about it. But the 2 new songs, really good. The second one, Désolé, is a little long. Like it is 6 minutes long.
Jesus Christ.
But it's good. It's a good 6 minutes.
For Gorillaz.
To
I always
understand.
thought Gorillaz was like a 2-minute band, or
Right, but
you know, back then.
I mean,
like,
Momentary Bliss, that's where it's at. Totally hits my feels for the old.
I like
old
that
Gorillaz.
one song they came out with for the Now Now.
Yeah, the Now Now was a great album.
Yeah, I never listened to the whole
Um,
thing, but I remember that one
Trance.
song that
Yeah,
came out.
Trance is really good.
Trans is fucking.
Is that the one with Jack Black in the
No.
video?
He's
Whatever
what
that
is
song was.
Yeah, that's a good little
That's
song
the
too.
simple-minded song I heard.
Yeah, it's a good album, really good album. But yeah, just bringing that up.
Yeah,
really
Gorillaz.
good
I love
songs.
Gorillaz.
There will always be compared to. Is it gonna be like fucking Clint Eastwood? That's what they're always gonna be. People always
Yeah,
ask.
that's what Momentary Bliss
But
reminds
are
me
they,
the
though?
most of. Is like,
At this point, are they getting any new fans?
I have no idea. To
Yeah.
tell the truth. Like, I mean, Damon Albarn's one of them dudes, man.
No.
I mean,
Damon Albarn is one of those guys that can reinvent himself a lot, but then
Jesus
again,
Christ. You got
he can also
them,
do
Blur.
something
I mean,
that
come
no
on,
one wants
so
to
many
hear.
different ways.
You know, he can do something that's totally different.
yeah.
You know, he is one of those that he goes with the times, but he changes the times.
Yeah, for real. Because when you look at him in the early Brit-pop days,
Yeah.
he looks like such a little pretty boy.
Yeah.
You know, and
But he
nowadays
just
he looks
keeps-
like he belongs in Train Spotting. You know
Right,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Now he's just.
but yeah, highly recommend those two songs, especially if you want that older sort of Gorillaz style. That's not as overproduced as Humans, not as overproduced as Plastic Beach.
What it is you'd rather hear good beats with his voice.
Yeah, and what's great is
That's what I
even
wanna
though it's
hear.
a
I'm
collab,
sorry.
even though they're collabs,
Yeah.
there is equal time between 2D and the collab.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
the
not
last-
like Humans where
Dude,
it's the
I was-
collabs on everything.
My God. It's not just that. It's the fact
And
that
the thing
I
I-
never really got to hear his voice on.
His 2D voice is his more annoying voice that he uses in Old Blur.
And I've never really got to hear any of his own voice.
Yeah.
His voice, period. It just sounded nothing like the Gorillaz that I knew.
Right.
More
But that's why the
collaborations.
the Now is so good because there's only 2 collabs on that.
And you got
And
to hear
they're
his.
and they're both on the same song. So the rest
Wow.
of the album is just straight 2D, Noodle, Russell, and Gangrene Gang guy Ace, because Murdoch was
Oh,
in jail
yeah.
at that point, is according to the
Is
lore.
the Murdoch on
Yeah,
it?
Murdoch's out. Murdoch is back in.
Okay, so they got rid of him, or is he still there?
He's not in the videos, no, but I mean,
That's fucking cool. They put a Powerpuff
that's
Girls
rad.
guy
That is
in
so
there.
random.
Well,
So
God
God damn,
refer
it's
to
so
him
random
also.
as shit. They put a Powerpuff Girls guy in
In
the
the video, you see posters referring to him, which is the devil in Powerpuff Girl. His name was him.
and then there's
Yeah.
and then there in the Powerpuff Girls movie, there's a Gorillaz poster. So
Yeah.
like you can see that they're sort of
Yeah,
in the
it's
same
it's
world.
weird. It's in the same world. It's fucking crazy.
So anyway,
Stupid.
the next
But
news story.
That's
we wanna
gimmick
talk
bands. We gotta talk. We're talking about Ghost and
Big
then
fan.
Gorillaz.
Big fan.
Both we're big fans of, and they're both kind of gimmick bands. But
And
next,
Gorillaz is a band that changed my musical life.
yeah,
You know, but
yeah, because you hated that album when you bought it.
I was like, this is.
I
what
wanted
is
it for
this?
Clint Eastwood, and
And it
I didn't
blew
get that.
me out.
I
of
got so much
everything.
different shit. I had to listen to this album
A lot
18 times
for-
before I understood everything.
A good month after listening to it straight, I was like,
I love the
this is
fact that when you
phenomenal.
put it into a computer, it came up with its own like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that enhanced
A lot of
content, you got
CDs
the
did
keys
that
to
back then.
Murdoch's,
Yeah, they don't do that shit anymore. Like,
No.
obviously, there's no one does like CD.
Enhanced CD is not a thing
Yeah.
anymore.
That's just
You
so
still
cool
have
'cause you
those
go into the
CDs, but
house
they
and
don't do
everything.
They
anything
don't
on
do
your
nothing
computer.
no more when you put them in.
Yeah, you have them. Those are the same CDs.
You buy
you
an
put
old
in
CD,
back
it says enhanced CD on the back, you put
Yep.
it in, it does nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, it was so cool back then.
It
though.
just
like, with
goes
the
and
Gorillaz though,
rips.
especially because they went
That's
into
it.
like this whole video game kind of
Yeah,
thing.
or you get
Into
music
the house, and you get
videos.
music videos. Yeah, I remember that
My
shit.
God,
That was one
so
of the things
cool.
with the Gorillaz album. That album alone, I was like, man, this is just so cool. That's what really got me into that.
Enhanced CDs.
And like, I haven't
so
really
cool.
gotten past other than Humans was the last album I actually listened to.
I
I
like
enjoyed
get
it. I
wallpapers.
liked it a lot.
Be
I
weird.
did get
You
those
get
wallpapers.
from a fucking CD.
You got so much cool shit back
It was
there.
so
God.
awesome.
They
but
would
it's not
give
like-
us. They.
yeah.
That's when they gave a shit.
But so the next news story we're going to talk about, the final one tonight, because I'm hungry as fuck, and we're just trying to sober up.
Pretty much.
Is Ozzy Osbourne just released his newest album, and
He might have by the time. this
I'm not
gets
liking many of the songs on there.
I don't.
I don't give a fuck about Post Malone.
released. No. And he gets
Um,
2 songs.
I like Post Malone.
I know this is like 2 months old. We should have
I
talked
dig-
about this when it was
Post Malone
coming
is
out.
like this.
I
chick-
can't make fun of you because I was just talking about how much I love
Well,
the new
think
Kesha
about like
album,
Post
so-
Malone to me is like how you like that what are you calling Deftones gaze
Shoegaze.
shoegaze. Post Malone is like the shoegaze of rap. Okay, he's this chill fucking rap artist. He doesn't
Dude,
really rap. He
He
sings
seems
a
like
little
a
bit.
cool
The
fucking
beats-
dude, but his
well,
music
I mean, it's
doesn't
not-
do it
he's a
for
I
me.
don't like
metalhead.
his face.
As well,
He
Right.
looks stupid.
He does look stupid as fuck.
He'll never have a job other than
He's a
this.
metal,
Exactly.
right?
He just
but
look-
see,
he
the
just-
man's a metalhead in general. Like he loves metal music.
That's cool.
Now, I will say my buddy David went to go to his show last week, and he did say that there were some acoustic songs he did,
He
some
plays
screaming
guitar.
metal songs, and his little
He
popular
plays
rap
guitar.
songs.
He
So
respects the metal genre, and like I said, he's just a fucking chill dude. And his music, I've heard his first album, Beers and whatever. And
Beers and queers.
something like that. It's a chill fucking
So you get
album.
drunk enough.
You got like a little bit of hip hop, but it's not crappy. Like it's not like that shitty mumble rap that was out like 2 years ago that nobody
Right, it just
remembers.
doesn't do much.
It
for
doesn't
me.
do anything,
Yeah.
but like to me, like I dig it. It's one of those like rap albums. Like his last 2 albums are kind of like I can listen to. Like the new ones like with circles and stuff. It's
Just
okay.
Don't listen to new rap.
It's okay rap pop music. I mean that's what it is. And he doesn't suck at his job. He writes his music. And that's the thing. I respect the man as a fucking artist because he writes his own music. He helps write his beats and everything. And he just fucking goes at it. He don't give a fuck what you fucking think.
Now he sells Bud
And
Light.
yeah, his
Yeah.
facial tattoos and stuff. That's his
Post
own thing.
Limone, I love that commercial. That was funny.
But I just, that's one thing about
Commercials
Post
are good.
Malone. Like, I'm not, would say, a
Might be good
fan
actor.
of his music as
He's
I
in
am
that
a
new
fan
movie
of
with
his
Mark
character.
Wahlberg on Netflix.
I'm a fan of Post Malone as a character, not rather than his music.
That's basically what he
Yeah,
is.
yeah, he's more
Right,
of
and
a
it's-
face.
but
than
he
his
knows
own
what
music.
he's doing.
Because I know his face more than I know his music.
The
That's
man was
thing.
like, I did a metal music, it didn't work out. I did rap music, it worked out. The man knows how to make money. And I get
He
it.
understands how
He
to make
understands
music.
how to do it. He knows what he's doing. The man got rich because he decided, I'm going to go rap instead of rock. And he did it well. People like his music. I dig it sometimes. Like, sometimes it's chill. Like, Circles is a chill song that he does. Ordinary Man, I understand sometimes it's alright. I can dig it.
My thing is,
It's nothing I'll go to. Like, hey, I'll have to listen to the
I
new
thought we
Post
were talking
Malone
about
music.
yeah, exactly. We're going back
Not
to Ozzy
Post
here.
Malone.
My thing is all these new Ozzy songs
That's
have
the only
the
thing that
same.
saves that
Ozzy is
album.
They
phoning
have
that
the
shit in
same
before he dies. That's
problems.
how it is.
These new Ozzy songs, I haven't heard the full album yet, but I've heard a ton of the songs. They all have the same problem that I've had with most solo Ozzy songs that I've had since I was young. Way too, Pro Tools is all over this shit. They are doctoring his
Say what
voice
you want
up
to me.
Yeah.
so
What you need from me.
heavily. I mean, the man is
Say
old.
what you
He
want
can't
me,
do it
say
like he
what
used to.
you
The
But-
man probably doesn't even know what he said on this album.
But when you get that Black Sabbath comeback and you don't hear any of that
Oh,
on his
God.
vocals and it sounded great, it
13?
annoys me. Yeah, it annoys me that I'm
Well,
like, why am
do
I
you-
hearing so much doctored shit on an Ozzy
Because
Osbourne?
he's supposed to be dead.
Oh,
The man's
now.
dying in less than a
And
year.
He was
another
supposed to
thing,
be dead now.
When it comes to Ozzy, all right, me and John were talking about this earlier on the Tom Waits podcast. If Tom Waits dies today, and Bad As Me is his final album, that is one phenomenal piece
Okay,
of work
okay.
from a man who is in his 70s
But what
now.
has Ozzy done, right?
Here's exactly
Ozzy
what
has
is Ozzy's legacy right now. If Ozzy dies today, he's going out on a mediocre piece of fucking trash. And the only reason Post Malone is on 2 tracks on this album is for new
Popularity.
street cred. Exactly. It's
Exactly, it's
only there
popularity.
because
It's
Yeah,
advertising.
you know what
Yeah.
you know what
Well,
I'm
15-year-old
internet
kids-
meme is why it's
Ozzy's on this.
15-year-old
My
kids
grandma watched Osbourne's
don't know who
on
the fuck
MTV.
Ozzy is.
So I'll buy
But
this because
let's
it's got a
throw a
Post
guy
Malone
that
song
those
on it.
15-year-olds know. Let's throw him on 2 songs on here just to get a little more airplay. When the thing is
They're gonna go
Ozzy
back to
has
Bark at the
a,
Moon. That's what
Ozzy-
they're gonna go back to.
the thing
Right.
is
Well, that's a good
Ozzy
one.
is better than that, and he
Yeah.
knows that better than to do this. Whereas he's got enough original fans, new fans, and young fans that he doesn't need to appeal to the new pop generation by doing this. It feels like a label idea as opposed
Yeah.
to an
It's a
Ozzy
phone-in
idea.
because he's a-
But then
he's a-
again, everything
I don't
was,
see Ozzy being like, "Hey, I want to do a song with Post Malone. Now it feels
No.
more like
He
the
even
label.
said-
That's
he
fucking
said in an
Sharon.
he
She
said-
owns everything he does.
Ozzy said in an interview that he had no idea who Post Malone was until he did the song. with him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why
I
are you
believe
doing
it.
this?
I
Ozzy?
believe it.
Why are you doing
Because
this?
what business does he have?
But
Learning about
Here's
new
the thing.
shit. I mean,
70-year-old
he's
man that doesn't-
exactly.
And here's the thing.
He doesn't give a shit about
guess
new
what?
shit.
There's another collaboration on the album, and it's "Ordinary Man" with Elton John.
I love
Elton
it.
John makes sense. Elton
Yeah.
John makes sense.
It makes
it's
sense.
a ballad song,
And then
but it's
there's
a good ballad song. It's
then
fine.
there's
I like it. Okay.
some of the old Guns N' Roses members on there.
yeah, like Duff.
Duff and the other guy. Sorry.
Slash plays a track.
Slash, yeah.
But the thing is those people make sense. It,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if
for
you're-
Ozzy,
if you go for Ozzy,
That
early
makes
Ozzy
sense.
ballads like "Mama, I'm Coming Home," it would make
Yeah.
sense for
Elton
Elton John to
John.
be on
Fuck yeah.
something like that. For
Fuck
Elton John
yeah.
to be on an Ozzy ballad.
Oh yeah. Even though that would have never happened back
Would've
in the
never
day,
happened
but
back in the
nowadays, for some reason, it made so much sense.
But
I wish it was a better song.
but he
The
it makes
Elton
sense.
John and Ozzy song.
It ain't great,
I wish.
but it's fine. It's
I
okay.
wish it was a better
It's
song.
passable.
Though.
I mean, the thing
As
is,
an Ozzy,
to me, Ozzy
and-
hasn't done shit worth a damn since the No More Tears album.
No, but I'm
Exactly,
saying
that's
like
the last album I remember.
he
That's
should.
the one I own.
I do not like Osmosis. Do not like Down to Earth. There are songs that I do like on both those albums, but albums as a whole,
What's
those
that
are
last
not
one, like
good
Silver
albums.
or something? Silver Coin?
I am
Silver-
just not into
That's why none
any
of that
shit.
shit matters till you get to Black Sabbath 13.
Yeah, when he
That's the last.
I was like, what is this? Are they gonna Pro Tool his ass up? No, this was straight fucking doom.
Black Sabbath fucking
Straight
awesome.
Black Sabbath. Hate that
My
Bill Ward
God.
was gone, but
Yeah.
you know,
You still got it
passable
though.
enough. You had dude from Rage playing drums.
Yep.
Totally works.
That's a great album.
But so my thing is the story I want to get to is Ozzy said that he believes he has another album into him and he wants to get back in the studio. Because here's the thing, the man was just diagnosed with what is that? Parkinson's disease.
Parkinson's too.
And he's you know, we make jokes we're calling it he's dying this year.
Yeah.
You know,
October.
Yeah.
I don't want the man to die, but
I don't
it's
want
gonna
him,
happen.
but the thing is, he wants to tour and he shouldn't.
He had to cancel all the
There's
tours. He had a
no
tour
way.
scheduled with Marilyn
He
Manson. this
canceled
year.
his tour last year. And
had
then
to
this year
cancel all that
he's
shit.
crying that he can't tour. And
So-
it's like, dude, don't do it.
The man can't tour for this new album, so he knows he's knocking on death's fucking door. He knows
Yeah.
this shit. So he's like,
And then you see Sharon changes her hair color.
he's like,
Like,
I
that's
need
a
to
big
just,
thing.
I need to just make a full on. I'm hoping Ozzy is sitting here being
She
like,
went white.
I
instead of
need
red.
to make a full on good fucking album as opposed to
I hope.
a label.
I
album.
hope that he actually does. When he said that he wants to do another album,
He's like, I need to go out with a bang as opposed
I
to
hope
a fucking
so.
whimper.
Because you
with
know
Post
he didn't
Malone.
write any of this. Any of this new album. He just sang some bits, and then someone modulated it with the Ozzy, the typical Ozzy sound, over some bullshit. I'm sorry. Ozzy is way too fucked up to put something out like this.
The times have changed. Times have changed.
Yeah. It's computers. This is the most processed. I don't know what this
I'm coming home.
Okay. This is the most processed Ozzy album.
See, that's the last album I know of. Was No More Tears.
This is.
No More Tears.
Bum, 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 bum,
If you
bum,
can pull it out of
bum,
a
Such an
slice of
epic
cheese.
fucking-
I've read. What happened to the man?
He got old. He
What
died
happened?
He died on the inside.
There's already a movie in the makes, bro.
What?
Because they know he's gonna die.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get that Ozzy movie.
No.
We're gonna get that.
It's in the
I
works.
was saying it. I was like,
Sharon has it done.
So-
She's
So
getting
Sharon
it
was
done.
talking about how she punched a producer back in the 70s, right? Like right in the fucking face. And I was like, man, I would love to see a fucking old, like documentary between Sharon and Ozzy going up through the 70s and 80s and just being called Sharon.
Sharon.
Or call it Crazy Train or something. Like, just call it Crazy Train. That would be a fucking epic documentary name. And it would just be like the 70s and 80s.
Or
That
Mama,
would
I'm
probably
Coming
be
Home.
the biopic name.
And I
Like,
just want to see it happen.
Mama, I'm coming home.
it would be Mama, I'm Coming Home,
Yeah.
Crazy Train, or
It would probably more than likely be Crazy Train.
I think
Bark at
Crazy
the
Train,
Moon
yeah.
would probably be the name of the biopic.
But if it was, okay, here's the thing. You can pick out what kind of movie it is, depending on the song
Sabbath.
Well, I think.
title. No, if it was,
They just need to call it Crazy Train.
Or
It'd be
just
like
Ozzy.
the
It would
upbringing
just be
of
called
Ozzy Osbourne
No.
and Sharon between
Like,
the 70s and 80s.
okay, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
You can tell what kind of movie that's going to be based on the title. Out of all the other names from that band that you could have made other certain titles from, that'd be the basis of that.
But it makes sense though. That's how they always do
Yeah.
biopics. It's either your name or a song or a play on your name. Take Miles Ahead, the Miles Davis
Yep.
movie. You know, fucking Rocket Man. I mean,
Jersey Boys.
Yeah, Jersey Boys. It's a thing they're doing. So like,
I think Crazy Train would be the best route.
Crazy Train would be the best, but they'll probably go with like Bark of the Moon or No More Tears or just Ozzy.
They would call it Crazy Train to get that audience that knows the song.
Yeah.
That's his.
In the trailer,
Bohemian-
the trailer
that's
would
what I'm
have
getting, like, that's his Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right, but I just think
that would be part of
the
the
lifestyle. The druggy lifestyle with
like,
Ozzy,
quick
the
flashes will
craziness
come in the
with
trailer.
Sharon
And they
Osbourne.
will like they will remix the song to match the cuts in the
The-
trailer.
Yeah, that's
It'd be like dun silence for a joke. Dun
and then they'll play Paranoid from fucking Black Sabbath, just to change it up a little bit for these one
to show the
moments.
fast parts of the trailer.
Like the fast little, the action moments.
Yeah, the action moments, and then go back to the
goddamn dude,
and then Crazy Train.
You need to check yourself, man.
But anyway, I'm
Stop talking about my homeboy Post.
I'm hoping Ozzy makes a better album than what he just put out.
Yeah, please do. But then again, I wouldn't be upset if he did not. You know.
I mean, yeah, the dude's been around enough that we've got so much phenomenal material from the man already.
He's got so much back catalog that I can go off of and stuff that I already have that I'm not upset about his career. That man shouldn't even be alive at this age. Like, there's no way he's been on life support for the last 30 years. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even... This man does not even fucking know what's going on right now. I'm sorry. And it's been like that for 30 years. So, I love everything that we've always got.
Okay, so I'm hungry and I want a cigarette. So this has been the first edition of Speaker Brains News. If you guys liked us kind of just talking bullshit over this, I would like to speak more news kind of things. Like Billie Eilish is always in the news. I mean, there's some things that she's saying.
And I've never listened to a Billie Eilish song, so we're gonna do a new series. We're gonna do a new series called Zach React.
There you go.
Zach React.
I love it. Zach React. I love it.
Billie Eilish.
So we'll see you guys next time.